Hello? Hello, hello, hello. Hi. Hello. Okay. I just posted everywhere. I went live. So if you're not doing so, there goes my social media, so you can follow me and keep up to date with the streams. We also have a Discord if you want to hang out there. Oh my god. Cass, you let that sink in! We let that sink in. Okay, my internet's been acting very finicky since yesterday, so if stream cuts off, it's probably not going to be coming back. I do feel letting the sink in. You sure did. You done did it. You done let the sink in. Whoa!
Let that sink in.
Hello! Thank you so much, Aaron, for the resub! It was a 4-month resub. I don't know why the 3-month appeared, but yeah, there you go! You still have your Borderlands 3 badge. Why was the alert box on my face? Why was the alert box on my face? Let me move that alert box. Why are you in my face? That's so rude. Okay, there we go. I moved it. It scared me. Yeah, we let that sink in. Hello, Corrupted. Hope you're doing well. Oh shoot! Nice, 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 nice. So I reconfigured some of the chat commands yesterday. I fixed the gnome one, so now there will always be a gnome when you use the gnome. What is it? Chat redemption. Hello, Minish. I hope you're doing well. I'm still on my 3-month, but tomorrow maybe 4 months. Oh, it says 4-month up there, but I don't have a 4-month badge. I only have a regular sub, like a base sub, like for first month, and then 2-month, which is the Gemini badge, and then 3-month, which is the Borderlands 3 badge, and then 4-month, which is no, I don't have 4-month. I have 6-month, which is the Supernatural badge, and then I have a 1-year badge. Wait, no, which I'm miscounting them. There's base, there's 2, there's 6. What even is that? What even is what? You have to be more specific. Man once dipped a bag of peanuts into a vat of glitter. It was pretty nuts. Oh my god. I like that one. Dang it. Sub badges? You don't know what sub badges are? So sub badges on Twitch, if you subscribe to me on Twitch, it's a paid thing, so you get access to 8 of my channel emotes, as well as 8 of my animated emotes, as well as a sub badge correlating to the specific month that you're subscribed to, if it is in a row. So you will get special, like, a special little badge next to your name. I mean, you can't see it on the chat currently because it's a different thing that's configured, but yeah. You got a math question. What the frick? You think I know math? I was poorly educated growing up. I can't do mental math. You're asking too much of me. 305. Hey, it's my time. Cause I'm Pitbull. What? I don't get it. Hello, Davey. Hope you're doing well. Oh, hold on. I'm trying to look at my stuff. 10 plus 10 is 20. Yes. And 11 is 22. 22. Oh, cause 305, Mr. Worldwide. Holding up, okay. I'm glad. Where the frick are my sub badges? I have so many folders of just nonsense in my. Let's see. So yeah, base badge is, well, yeah, the regular like little lantern blue badge. The joke is that 22 sounds like 22. Oh, har. Well, I'm dumb. And then yeah, 2-month is the Galaxy badge. Oh, the 2-month is the Galaxy badge. I don't know what I said earlier. And then 3-month is a Borderlands badge. 6 months is the Supernatural badge. Oh, I think I have 10 months, which is a Sailor Moon badge. And then 12 months is the Love Ball badge. So yeah, there you have it. You won't get a new badge until another 2 more months, because you're on month 4. At least I got 2 of you girls on my Insta account for photography. What the frick? Just got suspended? Oh shoot. Well, it's also streamer courtesy to not bring up, you know, your own content and stuff, because that's kind of disrespectful, because I'm here streaming my content. So it's really weird when someone tries to self-insert. But that sucks. I hope your stuff gets better soon, or like, I don't know, I don't know how that stuff works. I've never been suspended before. I always try to play things by the rules, because I don't want to mess up and get, you know, in trouble for it and whatnot. Because I'm trying to have fun here. I don't understand why people like to break rules. But yeah, it's kind of weird. That sucks. Instagram is kind of a weird platform to try to grow on though too, because it's all just bots and other garbage. It's all bots and AI, so I highly suggest trying to go somewhere else. Pick's funniest thing happened today? What? There's one streamer, but no names. One of the mods by mistake refunded all my channel points back. I got 80k back. What? How do you goof that much? Like, I mean, they probably have a different kind of bot dedicated to channel points then. Because I've never heard being able to do that before. What? Unless it was like through the... Because streamers, I can choose to disable moderators having permission to manage channel point reward queues. I can disable that for my mods, but I don't because I never had anyone like goof before. And I'm grateful that Cass was like, I accidentally refunded just to see what happened. Now he knows what'll happen. So like, that's okay. That's crazy. He refunded all the redeemed points that's been used before by mistake. Oh. Yeah, see, I have them insta claim. So that way when you redeem stuff, I don't have to worry about it, but that's just me personally. And like, they are viewer rewards, so in my mind, it's like, well, if you're redeeming it because you're a viewer, you know, you're a dedicated viewer, so it's like a treat for you to use on stream, so it is what it is. That's why I try to add as clear descriptions as possible for them, but I know some people don't like reading everything. I know some people don't like reading everything, and I know that the special effects ones, they don't really...
Who wants a lammy, lammy, lammy? I do, I do. So go up and greet your mammy, mammy, mammy. Hi there, hi there. So march, march, march around the daisies. But don't you forget about the baby.
Sorry for trying. I thought you wanted me to shut up. No, but like the special effects ones, I can't edit them. Blurb now made it a pay-to-use program, so I could only add a couple of rewards for free and like add cooldowns and costs, but they don't allow me to change anything else. Blurb kind of sucks now. I understand needing, you know, funding because it was a free-to-use program at the start, but that kind of sucks, man. I can't edit anything Blurb related or else it breaks everything and I have to like reset everything. I kinda hate that. I kinda hate that, to be honest, but it is what it is. I understand to a fault, you know? That sucks. I know, because me6 bot for Discord, I want to get rid of it. I wanted to like disable the welcoming stuff as well as like the level up crap, because I know like everybody on my server, I thought people would like that as like a, oh, look who's more active in the server, so they get like little shout outs for it. But no, apparently everybody hates it. So when I went to try to disable it, now it costs money. So I was like, what the heck? It was all free before, but now it costs money and I can't afford that. So it's locked in. I can't disable it anymore. So I want to trash the me6 bot, but I don't have any other bot to take its place. So I can't do anything. It sucks. I need to look up a new free-to-use bot that'll allow me to like grant channel access for people if they role react, so I know if people read the rules, as well as like other whatnots just to strengthen the server, cause this sucks, man. I had a bot issue in the past, so so I want to make sure that I have like a more secure server, but I haven't had time to like go through and configure anything, so it's really hard. Gonna play Minecraft? Ooh, I stream it to my partner when she works. Aw, okay, well, have a good one, guys. I'ma play. We're gonna be playing a yandere yuri visual novel. So if you don't know what that means, yandere, no self-promotion. He means it as like in a Discord call between just them two. That's different kind of context. I understand where he's coming from. It's a different kind of context. If he meant it like whatever, like to Twitch or YouTube, then like heck yeah, that's strike 2, Cass. I'm kidding. That'd be strike 1. But yeah. I think I'm aware of the term yandere. Yeah, yandere is like someone who's so obsessed with it's like stalker syndrome. Not even stalker syndrome, just stalker. Just a very abusive stalker that, well, I don't know what kind of themes this game has either. I think it has suicidal things. It has stalker stuff. Just very abusive things. Hello, Triplet. I hope you're doing well. And then Yuri just means girl love. Lesbians. Let's go, lesbians. Lesbians. That's it. That's all it means. It's girl and girl. Girl love girl. So it's like I think the MC is a girl. I'd imagine possible trigger warning moments too. Oh yeah, for sure. That's why I said yandere Yuri. So like, there goes your trigger warning right there, because the yandere part. You never know how a yandere will get. There might be blood. I don't know. I don't really know. There's definitely gonna be like abuse, manipulation, stalking. I'm assuming. I actually don't know anything about this game. It gets so lonely here. I just know that it's a yandere yuri visual novel, and Pyeon saying praises about it. So if he's saying praises about it, then I know that it's a really good game. And then one of my favorite streamers also played it recently, so heck yeah. I think he also sung praises for it. So I'm pretty sure it's gonna be an amazing visual novel. I looked up, it's supposed to be about 2.5 hours long. So we're gonna see if I can do it in 2.5 hours, because we all know how I yap too much in between. You let that sink in. Okay, I also booted up the game, and the game is pretty small. So I added a little background. I added a little background because, well, yeah, like I said, it's like a square. It's like a square. See, it's like a square. That's it. It's just a square. I don't really know how this is gonna go. Oh, sorry. I was holding up the top border. Oh my god, you guys are letting that sink in. We let that sink in. Oh shoot. This is such a small window. I can't make it bigger either. Also, if I click away, you guys can't see what's going on. Interesting. The music is so pretty. Oh, you hear that? That 4x3 ratio. Yeah. What do you mean, red card? You guys let that sink in. You guys spam it enough, it's not gonna like whatchamacallit. You guys are gonna make it disappear before someone else can actually use it. Gets lonely without I'm not your favorite streamer. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Let that sink in. Oh my god. Okay. Love bomb, let's go. Let me know if it's too loud, because when I first booted it up, it was super loud. Red card, because it's such a... I know, it's a 4x3. I'm sorry. I can't do anything about that. That's just how it is, but that's okay. Let's go. Ugh, my nose. Everything but the sink, alright? Oh, wait, you can't get the sink from that, though, Davey. That's why, you silly. So now the yeet one is only going to be the love hearts, and then gnome is only going to be the gnome. The sink is from a different program toggle is why. You are running through a forest. It is... Ooh! Into the woods! Who knows what might be waiting for you? I got an achievement like right away. Interesting. crunching in the dirt. You hear that? Ooh, this game's sound design is so good. It is late at night and the sky is as black as pitch. I've never heard it said like that before. There is nothing to light your way to save for the moon's milky glow, but its rays cannot reach you, not properly. Oh my god, the music reminds me of, like, Castle in the Sky. Is this copyright music? Oh my goodness, is this copyright music? This feels like Castle in the Sky music, right? Or am I crazy? Is it too loud? I have my microphone all up on my mouth again, just in case, because I know yesterday, the game was a little too loud too yesterday, my bad. The trees which surround you, jutting out of the earth like eerie monuments and to a foreign god, oh my god, are blotting out most of the light. Yeah. You cannot see where you are going. Even if you had commenced your flight at a more sensible hour. Wait, have you commenced your flight? Are we running away from somewhere? Just in case, close the music if it's copyright. Well, we'll get there when we get there. Cause it sounds so similar to it. Yesterday, don't you mean Saturday? Oh yeah, Saturday. I meant the other day. My bad. Even if you had commenced your flight at a more sensible hour, however, with the light of the sun to aid you, it would be of little use. Oh my god, I like this little rose. You do not know where you are going. You have no map, no route, no plan. So we're running from something or somewhere. Why? You are running like a frightened animal, anxious and nervy, with no destination in mind. You have no desire as you run, save to escape. So we are running away from something or someone. You cannot let yourself be caught. If that were to happen, you are certain that you would be ruined. Ruined how? Hello, hope you're doing well. You have no choice, therefore, but to keep going, on and on and on, though your feet are screaming at you for mercy. You have no idea how long you have been running. Time has begun to blend together. I can't read. It has lost all meaning. Something sharp snags at the bottom of your skirt, but you do not have the luxury to pause and examine what has happened. Instead, you tug. Your skirt tears, the sound splitting through the forest, and you stumble forward with a shocked gasp. You are free, but at what cost? Your skirt has been what? Irrevocably damaged? Irrevocably damaged. Oh my god, these big words already. Oh. It might be too late to worry about such trivial matters now, though. If you do not start running again, and soon she will catch you, then your life will be over. You do not know if she is still following you. You do not want to risk looking over your shoulder. Yeah, never look back. When you're running in a chase sequence or just running away in general, never look back. That'll save you precious time. Because if you do look back, you might slow down, you might trip on something, hit yourself. You never look back. Never look back. They might be closing in faster than you realize. If you were to see her silhouetted beneath a tree, looking at you with that sickly, sweet smile which once ensnared you, you would lose what little nerve you possess. Every second counts, yeah, exactly. Your legs would lock up and your blood would freeze in your veins. Then you would crumple. You would fall, but you would not hit the ground. She would be there to catch you! She did not promise. Did she not promise when you made that contract that you would never be alone? What? A relationship with a contract? Interesting. You would like to take back that silly wish of yours, but it is too late for that. It is too late for a lot of things. All you can do is run. You run and run and run while icy fog swirls about your feet. It is cold enough to sap the heat from your body and you shudder from it. It feels as though you are drowning. It feels as though you are being buried alive. Your knees and your shins, meanwhile, are bleeding. You cannot endure much more of this, but if you value your own life, you must. You run and you run and you run until at last you reach a fork in the road. First choice? There are 3 paths which split off through the forest. Well, 4 if you count the path down which you came. Oh, okay. You cannot exactly double back on yourself though. Not when you have put so much effort into running forwards. You can only press on. The 3 paths are signposted. Oh, how lucky! Which is something of a strange sight, given you are so deep in the forest. Deep though it... dark. I'm sorry. Dark though it might be. You have grown accustomed to the shadows. You can just about pick out the writing in this old, dilapidated signpost, curved and slanted, though it is. Yeah. Your fate, if you will forgive me for sounding cliche, is in your hands. Now I wonder, which path will you take? Oh, can I save? Yeah! Wait. Yeah. Oh gosh, where do we go? Go to the shore? Go to the village? Go to the castle? Where are we running from then? Huh? Oh my god, this feels like the fork in the road meme. Where do we go? To a village maybe? I kind of want to go to a village. Why would we go to the shore? To steal a boat? Go to the castle? I don't think royalty will help us. Oh, I'm gonna drink water. Oh god. I think to the village we go. Oh, excuse me, I burped while I spoke. I'm so sorry. So you want to go to the village? Good idea. Wait, the narrator feels like they're gonna sass us. Let us see what further trails await you there. This night is far from over, as much as you might wish it was. And there is still much and more to discover. Ooh, that was written kind of weird. I wonder what will happen next. Me too. Aw, little footsies, we're picking up pace again. You follow the path which leads to the village, supporting yourself on weary, aching limbs, which feel ready at a moment's notice to snap at the knee beneath the burden of your weight. Those soles of your feet are screaming at you. You need to lie down and quickly. You only hope as you continue to run that you will find a suitable residence in which to rest at the village. You do not know what will await you at the village, but you have visions as you run? Yes, as you run, of a quaint, scenic settlement, all thatched cottages with sloping roofs. Sloping? Sloping or slopping? Sorry, I don't know how to read. Genuinely. Surely there will be a kindly peasant who will be willing to put up a young runaway for a few nights. You can imagine, too, the face of this kindly peasant from the fairy tales you read in an abundance as a small child. So are we royalty that's running away? Lurking reading manga. Okay, take care. Enjoy your read. She will be broad-shouldered and ruddy-faced, with dull brown hair crammed beneath the cap. Her arms will be sturdy from many years of washing clothes and milking cows, but she will be kind to you and compassionate, just like a mother. Dang, now we're coming up with our own girlfriend? Oh my god. You do not know what mothers are like. Oh, you hardly ever spoke to yours. You're only guessing. You are not a complete fool, however, despite your tendency to daydream, and you do have a few reservations. So then who are we running away from? Our stepmother? Our ex-girlfriend? Peasants do not, as you know from your voracious reading, have much money, nor do they have much food. It might be hard to convince a resident of the village, even— oh god. Resident of the village? Hopefully they're not evil. Even the kindly washerwoman of your fantasies, to take in a complete stranger. Still, you must try. That is all you can do, really. So, you run to the village, It takes some time before you finally emerge from the woods, but finally you managed it. How much time, you ask? I cannot answer that. Did I not say that time had begun to lose all its meaning? Oh shoot, so we were really trapped in wherever we escaped from. If time lost all meaning like that, the forest is behind you now, at least. Forest is behind you now, at least, and all the awful nightmares which dwell within it. It is still cold, though, and still foggy. It is still dark, too. The sun has yet to rise. You can see the moon more clearly now, though as it hangs above your head, round as any pearl, orb, or crystal ball. The moonlight shines down upon the village, nestled among the hills like a diorama. Hope anew bubbles within you. You finally made it. Surely not, but your salvation awaits you. Maybe? Ooh, sturdier floors. Brick roads, maybe? You follow the winding dirt path. Oh, it's a dirt path to the village. It's not as crunchy. Looking this way and that. But your hope, such a precious, fragile thing, real, soon begins to fade. Oh, why? The village up close does not look half as welcoming as you imagined. There are cottages, yes, but they are in a state of what? Of disrepair. There are holes in the roofs and holes in the windows. Most of the doors are tightly shut, but others are gaping open. Do they also run? The kitchens beyond them, even darker than the night sky which shrouds you. There are no lights in any of the windows, and neither can you see any people, insomniacs like you, at them. What? You cannot hear anything, either, beyond the sound of your own footsteps and the low, mournful sighing of the wind. The village is quite, oh my god, that sentence! The village is quite quiet, eerily so. It is immediately obvious, even to a naive girl such as yourself. Wait, how did you know? That something terrible must have befallen this village. Oh my god, this is like old-timey words. Oh, frick, Chad, I'm gonna struggle to read this. I'm gonna struggle so much. You know, before you try your luck at one of the houses that nobody will answer you. Wait, you know, before you try your luck at one of the houses that nobody will answer you, there will be no kindly red-armed washerwoman to welcome you here, no matter how much you wish for it. But that does not stop you from wishing regardless. Your knuckles rap smartly against the wooden door. Your efforts soon proven, however, to be in vain. There is nobody here to hear your entreaties? Oh, okay, I don't know what that means. How very sad. You try another door, then another, but the result is the same regardless of how many doors you rap upon. Nobody answers you. How could they? There is nobody there. Once again, you have found yourself all alone. At least you have found some dwellings in which you can rest your weary head. Do we trust it, though? Because if people evacuated this place, then doesn't that mean that it's something's gonna happen, or something did happen? Will you utilize one of these cottages for your purposes? Nobody is here. You might as well. But no, an abandoned cottage is not what you were looking for. You would far rather have companionship, would you not? Oh no, are we just afraid of being alone? Bravely you swallow your tears. You wipe your eyes with the back of your arm in a well-precise motion, then inhale. You square your shoulders. Oh my god, sit up straight. And you keep on going. Surely the village cannot be completely deserted. There must be one person here at the very least who can help you. That is what you are thinking as you resume your search. You flit from cottage to cottage with precious little to show for your determination. Oh no. But we're filled with determination until you make yet another discovery. This village with its squat thatched cottages bathed in the moon's glow has a church. Well, of course it has a church. The villagers who once dwelt here were not godless heathens. We're not godless heathens! Okay. Not that their faith did them all that much good in the end. Oh, what do you mean by that? So they're not in the church? Still, the sight of the church soothes you, your overtaxed heart. Oh no. You were so focused on your fantasies of a kindly washerwoman taking you in, you did not pause to entertain the fancy of a kindly nun doing much the same. All hope is not lost. Woo! Okay. I'll drink water. Blah. I think my water. I think my order. I think my order. You approach the church. Oh, it sounds like someone was messing with paper. That's why I was like, what? Yeah, someone's like flipping pages in a book. The Bible! The Bible! You approach the church, which seems to tower over you despite it being so humble. The church is a small one. It sounded like you were about to mumble. I mumble all the time! But it is stout and sturdy. It must be, for it has withstood centuries, forever standing sentinel on this hill, like a relic from a bygone era. The church does not have any stained glass windows, but it does not need them. Even without more luxurious trappings, the church still exudes an aura of dignifying solemnity? I don't know. Solemnity! I've never seen that word in my life. The stone building is fringed by a sizable graveyard, one which occupies the rest of the hilltop, and some of its sloping sides. Slopping or sloping sides? I thought sloping or slopping has two P's. I don't know. The graves which have been planted by generations of wardens are hewn from a similar stone to that which the church's walls are made of. Some of the gravestones are shaped like lozenges. Ah, yes, the classic gravestone. The classic gravestone shape. While others are shaped like crosses. Another classic gravestone shape. A handful of headstones are even shaped like angels. Oh, they had money, because that sounds fancy. Though these are far and few between. Yep, the few rich in the village. There are very few people in a village such as this one who can afford such luxuries. Final resting places. What did I say? Luxurious. It's luxurious. I said luxuries. Wow. You look at the tombstone with an almost childlike curiosity, forgetting in your examination of the visceral, heart-rending fear which gripped you as you ran through the forest. You are out of the woods now, and you have subconsciously already begun to relax. You try to read the names hewn into the myriad tombstones, but it is dark and you are tired, and some of these graves are very, very old indeed. You strain your eyes, but you do not have much luck in this endeavor. Oh well. That's it? Just, oh well. Oh, this game. Superfluous? Superfluous? I think it's superfluous. Details are not important. You eventually tire of examining the graves in turn. This graveyard is an expansive one, usually so, given the village itself is so small. How can it boast so many corpses? And there is much to explore. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. You walk about the perimeter of the church, casting your gaze first here, then there, then everywhere, consumed as you are by your immense, all-encompassing curiosity. And as you do, you see her. Gravedigger? Are you a gravedigger? She looks like an ordinary girl, small and scrawny, just like yourself. But she is much, much more than her unremarkable appearance might suggest. For some moments you observe her, hiding, all the while in the shadow cast by the church. Is she a nun? She has like bone markings on her. Can I... Oh! I can hide the menu screen, the text box! Oh! I love her outfit. She has like a makeshift shovel. It was like broken or something. Was this a scythe? Is she a Grim Reaper? Uh-oh. I'm sorry, my brain is going a million miles a second. Oh. Hiding all the while in the shadow cast by the church. Like a furtive lizard clinging against a rocky edifice to shroud itself from the sun. There is no sunlight here though. There is only the night sky and the stars and the moon. Well, she's hiding from you, you silly. Beneath the moon's light, a silvery implement. What? Oh, the shovel? A silvery implement! Implement. Yeah, right? Implement? I don't know. The girl is clutching shimmers. It takes you a few moments to see what it is that the girl is clutching in her hands. It is not until you see her manipulate it, its sharp edge biting into the earth, until you understand. It is a shovel. You can hear the digging noises! Oh my god. Wait, is it too quiet now? Ooh. The shovel. This girl is standing in an isolated corner of the churchyard, so she hasn't seen us yet. Late at night, and she is digging a grave. Wow. Excuse me. You suppose she could always be digging a hole for the sake of it. But her work seems much too precise for this to be the result of mere whimsy. It is hard for you to see her face, given the distance between the pair of you, but her posture is one that speaks of supreme concentration. She moves slowly, mechanically, like a woman on a mission, driving the end of her shovel into the earth over and over. Her motions are regular enough to be repetitive. There is something hypnotic, almost, in the manner in which she attends this task. Should you risk interrupting her? Do you dare? You get the feeling that she should not appreciate, or that she would not appreciate it. The shovel in her hands, meanwhile, is rather hefty. Yeah, what if she swings it back and hits us? Wouldn't she have heard us coming, though? With the gravelly ground? And the fact that we knocked on a lot of the doors on our way over here? Ooh, excuse me. Ah! Oh my god, I was gonna nap before stream, but then I looked at the time and it was almost 2:30, so I was like, dang it, I can't. I stretched, I'm sorry. If she wished it, she could cause you no small damage, or no small amount of damage with it. What did I say? She won't hit us with a shovel, she's gonna treat us like little Nikki. Cold anxiety makes your skin prickle. You do not know if you should risk speaking to her when she, in her dark cloak, with her shovel, looks so very strange. But what do you have left to lose? You have come this far. It would be folly to turn back now. It is with this thought in your mind that you decide to approach the strange girl. Your footsteps are quiet. You have grown accustomed to slinking around like a cat. But they are not quiet enough. The girl's senses must be finely tuned because she blinks. Then she turns. Your eyes meet, and once they do, you feel your breath catch in your throat. You did not have a clear view of the girl before, concealed as you were in the shadows, but now she's looking at you. You can tell that she's pretty. I think the first thing we notice is that she's pretty. I mean, I did compliment her outfit. She's so cute. I want it. Her skin is very smooth, and her hair, though obscured by a dark hood, is very fair. Oh, I always thought it was pink hair. It might be white hair then, actually. Her eyes, meanwhile, are a clear, cool blue, like ice. Those eyes of hers, which are large with unease, are fringed with very long, fair eyelashes. Eyelashes! She looks as though she has stepped out of the pages of a picture book. She is simply too perfect to belong to this world. Dang. Whoa, what's that? You were in Tanzania? I've never heard that before. Was it fun? Or was it for like work or school or something? She's simply too perfect to belong in this world. She is very pretty. Perhaps she has some kind of vision? A waking dream? A hallucination? I don't know, man, cause, I don't know. She heard us approaching. I don't think she's a vision. But no, she has none of those things. What did I say? The shovel she is clutching in her hands looks solid enough, its pointed tip glittering wickedly in the moonlight. Dang, man. You still yourself, expecting, perhaps, some sort of outburst. But the tension soon drains from the girl's slender shoulders. Her fingers, which once were gripping the handle of her shovel, tightly relax. Really? Her lips curve upwards at the edges. She smiled at us. She is smiling. And what a smile it is. Oh my god, are we just... We're like Valerie! We're just smitten by like any woman we find, huh? It is transformative. It's transformative. Transformative? I don't know. When she smiles, she looks radiant, angelic almost. Here is a smile that is so suffused with light that your eyes begin to prickle from it. It was just a vacation with friends. 17 days? Oh, shoot. It's located in Africa? So it's a vacation thing. That's cool. You were so relieved, you almost feel as if you could cry. It would not be the first time you have... It would not be the first time you have wept during this night, and neither would it be too surprising if you did. What the heck is our story? Why are we running? From who? Is it like an orphanage? What's our story? We're only learning about other people, it seems like. Or that we will learn about other people. Oh my god, my throat. Ugh, I switched water on my mouth because it felt so dry. Interesting. Excuse me. It would not be the first time you have wept during this night. Yes. And neither would it be too surprising if you did. You have been through a lot. You must be exhausted. The girl holding the shovel seems to realize this, because she bridges the distance between you cautiously. Oh, frick. As one might approach a skittish cat. Everything included? Oh, shoot! Well, yeah, for that price, I'd imagine. It was very beautiful. Have you heard of Kilimanjaro? I was there and saw the mountain. Oh, yeah, I have! That's cool! Dang, okay, so that does sound really fun. Then she says, in a rough voice which does not match her dainty appearance, well, she does live in a rural village. What were you expecting? Oh, it's so good to see another person! I was afraid I was the only person left alive? The only one in the whole world? What happened in this world? Now, this is quite the effusive greeting. Her introductory speech is riddled with exclamation marks. She is rather more personable than her apparel would make one suggest. You, a well-bred young lady. So we are of royalty? Cannot help but feel overwhelmed. It is your turn now to be on your guard. Anxiously, you observe the girl with the shovel, and you ask her what she means. What happened? Oh, do you not know? There is an awful lot you do not know. So much, in fact, it would fill a whole encyclopedia. No, a whole library. Shake your head, ashamed at your ignorance, and the girl frowns. She must be from around these parts. I guess I should have known. This village is a small one, and everybody knows everybody else. This girl's expression falls. At least they used to. Back when there was still people to know. That ain't the case now, though. Not after the plague. Oh, it was a plague. There was a plague? That would certainly explain why the village, when you walked through it, was so quiet. Did everybody else succumb to this mysterious illness? That's right. It's just me here now. So she is like a Grim Reaper. Cause what? Why is she the only one in the village? I've not seen another human being in a long, long time. It gets so lonely here. Title drop. Oh, frick, title drop. Now that is an interesting turn of phrase. It catches inside your head like a bird. It makes her brain go brrr. Have you heard it before? You don't have much time to ponder this, however, because the girl takes a step towards you. Uh-oh. I'm getting super alarmed now. Wait, I feel like we're in danger. Oh, but where are my manners? You must have gone rusty after being on my own for so long. But they must have gotten rusty. My apologies, miss. You look like you've come a long way. You said you were a traveler, yes? I didn't say that. Your hands are very cold, just like ice. Would you like to come inside? Maybe have something warm to eat and to drink? My home's small, I'm afraid, and my food ain't nothing fancy, but I'd be more than willing to share. It's not every day another girl stops by, especially not one as pretty as yourself. I'm feeling very blessed. Is she... Oh, I'm getting... Is she like a pestilence kind of being? Because everyone here died of the plague. She's green. She has a lot of bone markings. Her... The girl laughs, a carefree, airy sort of laugh, which does not match her initial impression of her. You thought when you saw her among the graves that she would be more distant somehow and more mysterious. Perhaps you are mixing her up with somebody else. Are these like foreshadowing? Are we gonna have like a Groundhog Day thing where we're gonna like where we're gonna like come back to this moment? You were still unsure if you can trust this girl, but her reputation is an appealing one. It is much more appealing, certainly, than spending the night outdoors in the cold, kipping on the graves. Kipping? What are you? A romantic poet? Please? I knew it, the narrator's sassy. I called it a mile away. You make a show of pondering a girl's invitation. At the very least, you do not want to appear too eager. But you're what? Your acquiescence? What? Like my consciousness is alas, and then oh no. Inevitably? What the frick is this? Equations? What the frick? I feel like I've seen a yandere now. What do you mean? Who? Certainly not me. Why would you ever refuse her? She is the first friendly face you have seen all night. Without her, you would be all alone. Oh, we don't even choose it. She just... Okay, you just throw us in there with her. That women on screen are now? Yeah, no, she's definitely one of the yanderes. But I'm getting the feeling... Okay, I don't know. We'll see. Before now. Yeah, the girl in green. She never told us her name either. Even though she said where are my manners, and then it's like, what? You still didn't tell us your name. Your hostess leads you to a small, humble home located by but a stone's throw away from the church, built in the shadows of a twisted, towering sycamore. The girl's home is in such a state, it seems a folly to even call it a home. Hovel would to you, but the more appropriate descriptor. Jesus, okay, so we were a rich person. A hovel? Really? But when your hostess leads you inside, her eye is alive and she says, "Here we are, home, sweet home." You don't have the heart to tell her that you don't find her home very homey or very sweet. Rude! Oh my god, we deserve to die. Why are we so mean? Just because we're of royalty? That would be incredibly rude. Yeah, that's what I'm saying! As a guest, you ought to be more appreciative. That's what I'm saying! It's okay, narrator. I'm with you. I'm with you. Half-heartedly, you look around your newfound surroundings. The ceiling is supported by wooden joists. Oh shoot, her home. Aww. And it is, perilously low. Not so much that you are in danger of bumping your head. No, because I'm so short. But just enough to feel claustrophobic. Uh-oh. Whoa, excuse me, a burp. There is a fire in the corner, though it is not consigned to a grate. The fire, instead, is blazing in the open, a circle of logs set alight, like a scene from a witch's kitchen. Oh. Then the fire sounds get louder. Above the fire hangs a silvery pot suspended from one of the wooden eaves. Oh, yep, definitely like a witch's cauldron. Is she a witch then? You're excused, but I'm not sure, bro. Other objects of interest are hung from the eaves. From the eaves? It's like the ceiling? Iron implements you take to be cooking utensils. Voracious herbs. I don't think. It's okay. And strips of meat left to cure. I was thinking witch doctor. Oh. You think witch doctor? Maybe. But the way her outfit is and the way she talked about a plague and that she's the only one still alive, you think witch doctor? Oh my god, hold on. There's cat fur on my microphone. I'm sorry, I just noticed it now. If you heard me pluck it, that's what it was. Oh my god, the way the fire's getting louder. My head's starting to hurt more again. I've had a headache since yesterday. Excuse me. And it keeps fluctuating. It's driving me insane. I already took all the painkillers we had, so we don't have any more painkillers and I'm just suffering today. The smell of cooking fills the air, mingled with the sharp, sour scent of unwashed bodies? How, you wonder, does your hostess clean herself? You do not see a bathtub anywhere. Oh, we're that ignorant, huh? She can use the hot water from the cauldron and, like, lather it in soap and then, you know, what is it? The hand towel? You can wash yourself without, like, being in the tub? What the heck? I forget what they call it. Sponge bath kind of deal? Perhaps she does not possess one. The girl's home is unremarkable in every regard, but it is, you suppose, better than nothing. Oh my god, we are such a terrible person. At least there's a roof over your head and food to put in your belly. Oh, she took off her cloak! Is this like an hourglass? She looks like some kind of priest. Oh my god, oh god, I love her. I love her outfit so much. I love the whole like bone aesthetics. It's green. She looks kind of witchy. You know what? True witch doctor vibes. I'm over here thinking like freaking 4 horsemen or something. Cause there was 3 areas to go to and we were in one. She's hot without the jacket. I love her with her jacket, but without the jacket, it's so pretty too. The girl looks to the pot, suspended over the fire, which she gives a stir with a ladle. Then she brings the ladle to her lips to taste whatever concoction she was brewing with it. Yeah, she has a really nice outfit! I love her. I think I chose good so far. You can only hope that she is not like the weird sisters from that famous play, brewing a broth with fenny snake fillets. Find your own yandere. Guys, hello, I chose her. She's mine first. Yes. I think this is just about done, the girl says to nobody in particular. She sets the ladle down. Oh my god, she's so cute! Back into the pot, then looks to you and smiles. Do you want something? Fine, just hold your books, that's what I thought. It looks as though you've come quite a long way and you must be hungry. These words are like music to your ears, even more divine than the trumpets of God's most loyal angels. You let that sink in. You are so hungry you could eat a horse. How hungry? Not that there are any horses in the immediate vicinity. You express your interest to your hostess, who smiles in response. Ah, she's so cute! I thought you liked the sound of that. Just give me a few moments. Your hostess retrieves 2 earthenware bowls from a cupboard with rickety hinges, into which she pours 2 hefty helpings of whatever it is she's cooking. This she serves with bread, which is so hefty it could be used as a murder weapon. Aw, stale bread, poor thing. Oh, I wonder how long the MC had been on the run for. It seems like most of the night, and it's still night. So like, we probably started early in the night, and now it's like probably midnight. So it's definitely not morning yet because it's still dark everywhere. It's not much, I'm afraid. It's only soup and bread. I'd say probably a couple hours. It should take the edge off your appetite, though. You thank your hostess for her hospitality, your stomach rumbling all the while. The soup does not look like anything you would typically consume. Gosh, we are a rich person. But the soup's poor presentation does not dissuade you. Okay. Good. It is true enough that people eat first with their eyes. Oh my god, that's like a saying in my family. I don't know if you guys ever heard this or also say that, but like whenever you serve yourself a plate of food, and you accidentally serve yourself too much, whenever my family sees you do that, or that you have done that, they would go, "You're eating with your eyes." You're eating with your eyes! Because you're overstuffing your plate, even though you know you're not gonna finish it. You're eating with your eyes. But when one is hungry enough, one becomes obligated enough to eat almost anything. Yeah, beggars can't be choosers. Why else do you think that people, when stranded upon desert islands, will resort to cannibalism? Okay, that's a little too far. Wendigos! Humans are creatures of necessity. You like to wrap yourselves up in pretensions. Okay, narrator, but in actuality, you are not much better than animals. True, humans are like animals. You are so hungry your stomach is achingly empty. That you certainly descend upon your food like an animal. Your teeth glint, your incisors gleam. Are like fangs? Are canines? And soon you have consumed all that your hostess has offered you. Your hostess watches you while you eat, and she giggles once you have finished. Did you enjoy that? Oh, she's so cute! Oh, you catch your hostess's gaze, suddenly abashed. Oh, suddenly abashed! You were so hungry you failed to account for her judgment! Oh no, she's judging us. Now you have some food in your belly, though, and you have been suitably warmed. Your old self-consciousness is returning. Did you now make a fool out of yourself? You demur shyly, looking at your lap, fearful all the while of what your hostess might think of you. Then scissors are the little fingies for teeth. Yeah, our canines, right? Our little front fangs on your teeths. You do not want her to take against you. Fortunately for you, however, and for your fragile ego, okay, your hostess is not the judgmental sort. She is like the girls you grew up with. Or she's not like the girls you grew up with. Oh. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. It's nice to see my food being appreciated so heartily. I know I'm not the best, but I've been practicing. I love her little accent. For a long while. I used to cook for my father all the time, you see. This remark catches your attention. Quizzically, you look at your hostess. Your abashment over your animalistic eating habits suspended. What happened to her father? He's passed away. It seems a grim thing to contemplate after having eaten, but didn't your hostess mention something about a plague? Yes, your hostess says, her voice soft now and serious. That's right, there was a plague. There was a plague. Plague? I'm sorry if I'm saying it weird. And what of the villagers? What of her father? They're all gone now. Gone? Yes, you see, your hostess rearranges herself upon her chair, one slender leg folded over the other. Oh. Then she begins her tale in earnest. My family has a history. Lore! Lore! Oh my god, lore time, guys. Oh, my tummy hurt. Oh! I'm sorry, I got a random sharp pain in my stomach. I'm gonna drink water. Oh god. It sucks. Ugh. My family has a history. We've lived here for centuries by the church. So's we can tend the graveyard. Ah. So this abode is centuries old then. It would certainly explain the dirt. My father used to prepare bodies for burial. Ooh, sorry, I said that weird. Back when he was alive, he built the coffins, and he dug the graves, and he lowered the coffins into the dirt. He was a groundskeeper. Right? Gravekeeper family, that's the one. Yeah, that explains the bones. Yeah. I know it might sound like an awful job, but somebody's gotta do it. True. There's no sense averting your eyes from our eyes from death. Not when it happens to the best of us. True. It's a noble profession. One that's been handed down in our family for generations. My father's father was a grave digger. And so was my father's father's father. Oh my god. And my father's 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 father! Digging graves is in our blood. It's who we are. My. That was a surprisingly pretty speech coming from a girl who lives in the countryside. A girl who is without much in the way of education. It is apparent just to listen to her, and the way she slurs her syllables together. Oh god, I do the same thing. Wait, what are you trying to say, game? You trying to say I'm dumb? I grew up in the city, in the ghetto. Of course I have bad teachings. And I should have had speech therapy. That she has never had any, elocution lessons? Not like you. She's just like me for real. There is a determination, however, to her and a pride in her genealogy, which gives her a respectable aura. You cannot help but be impressed. I am, honestly. So, because digging graves is actually really hard, right? You have to dig like 6 feet under, like literally. Literally nothing more sexy than a woman grave digger that indicates that she's not a gold digger. She's a hard-working woman. So you ask your hostess, does that make her one in a long line of grave diggers? Yeah, 6 feet. Yeah, see? And she was digging too when we found her. So, that's a lot. We don't even know how many she's done. How many graves that she's dug if everybody in the village is deceased? Man. Yes, your hostess, the gravedigger, says. That's about right, though I was never supposed to be a gravedigger myself. Really? Oh, excuse me, a burp. It's not a woman's profession. Oh. That's what everybody says. My father didn't mind that, though. Ah. He told me everything he knew, and then some. I might be a woman, but I've plenty of upper body strength. I can dig a grave just as well as my father could without breaking a sweat. Yeah, we saw. To the despair of my mother up in heaven, I'm sure. Aww. So she grew up without her mother. Oh wait, just like us. I'm sure if she were still alive, she'd rather I focus on more feminine pursuits, like basket weaving or sewing, to better attract a suitor. Not that that would do much good now. There's nobody around who would court me, not for miles and miles. Me? I volunteer as tribute! What happened to her mother? She died when I was young, during childbirth. I was only 5 years old. Wait, this doesn't make any sense. She died when I was very young, during childbirth. I was only 5 years old. So giving birth to like one of your siblings? Do you have siblings? Oh, well. You can relate to her at least upon this point. Your parents are not dead. At least, not as far as you are aware. Oh! But you have not seen them in an awfully long time. Did we get sold off? Are we? I'm so confused. They sent you away as soon as you were old enough, and they never once bothered to check up on you. For many years, there have been no letters, nor any visits. You offer the gravedigger your condolences. You do not know if they will help, but you feel like you cannot say nothing. Yeah, that would seem heartless. The gravedigger, however, does not seem too upset by this turn of events because she smiles, albeit somberly. It's alright. It was years ago. Oh, it was ages ago. I don't remember her too well, and I've never really had the luxury of sitting around feeling sorry for myself. I had too much work to do. Around the house, you ask? That too. I was the oldest child. Okay, so she does have siblings. So it's my job after my mother died to manage the sweeping and the cooking. Oh, and looking after all of my siblings too. You blink, intrigued, then glance about your hostess's humble lodgings. You do not see any siblings in the immediate vicinity. We're so dumb. They probably passed away because of the plague. Where could they be? The gravedigger must have noticed your roving eyes. You are not being exactly subtle. Because she shakes her head. I had siblings. 2 younger brothers. They're both gone now. Oh, you should have known. That's what I'm saying. You apologize to the gravedigger for your lack of tact. Your lack of tact. But she does not seem to upset by this faux pas. Oh my god. Don't apologize. It's not your fault. My brothers weren't long. Oh, my brothers weren't long for this world anyway. The youngest, he died when he was still a babe. And the oldest, he died before he reached double digits. Holy crap. Oh, I was upset about it at the time, of course, but I've come to terms with it. Life's a fleeting thing in this wicked old world. That's something you learn in this trade, digging graves, I mean. Yeah. I've dug graves for the elderly and the infirm, but I've also dug graves for young babes still in their swaddling clothes. Oh. That's the nature of death. It comes for all of us in the end, no matter how old we are, no matter how much money we have, no matter how good or bad we've been. It's the great equalizer. Or so I've heard. A chill creeps down your spine as you listen to your hostess' speech. I really love her. Oh, wow. She is not wrong. But the inherent mortality of all mankind is not something you wish to contemplate. I mean, she's not wrong. It's too disturbing. No, not really. It is what it is, man. It's life. For the longest of times, my family was a small one. It was just my father and me. But that was fine. It's how I liked it. I was very happy, even if our lives weren't the best. I've never had any fancy clothes to wear. What do you mean? Your clothes are pretty fancy to me! I mean, can't dine on the finest of foods in the grand scheme of things. We ain't anything that special, but I've always felt otherwise. Yeah, it's what you make of it. I love her. I thought that I was blessed. We knew hardship, of course, and famine, but that's just the way life is around here. When food supplies were low, we always helped one another out. I had my father, but I also had the rest of the village. We all looked after one another. Oh my god! I tried to read that too fast. One question. If the whole village died of the plague, how is she still alive? That's what I'm wondering. That's why I said I wonder if she's... Because there's like 3 paths to go through, and then where we came from. I don't know. I'm confused as well. Because like, why is she so healthy? There was a theory that we came up with that maybe she's a witch doctor. Or she's a grave digger. Based on her apparel, because her apparel, I wasn't sure why she looked the way she did and why she's still alive and everyone else is deceased. I'm not quite sure either. I had my father, but I also had the rest of the village. We all looked after one another, and things always worked out in the end. At least they did. Yeah. Until the plague happened. Hello, Florian. Hope you're doing well. Would you rather have the ability to control people like a puppet master that is its own puppet, or the ability to phase through walls and controlling it, meaning you can go through walls? I want to phase through walls! I want to be like Kitty from X-Men Evolutions. That sounds like fun, being able to phase through walls and stuff? Heck yeah, let's go. Yes, she had mentioned a plague. She had been wondering when she was going to return to that topic. You suppose that the plague is the reason that the village, as you traversed it, was so very empty? You suppose right. The plague tore through the village. I don't remember when. You don't remember when? It feels like it was a while ago, but maybe it wasn't all that long after all. Is she? I feel like she's pestilence or something. Because, like, what do you mean? Like, the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse? That's what I'm getting. Oh, is that what this game's about? The 4 horsemen? Are we? I've been reading manga and I've been listening. I've been half listening. Yeah. Yeah, that's my theory. Like 4 horsemen of the apocalypse or something. And is she? Because why is she still so? She's alive, but she doesn't remember. It's happened so long ago. How are you still living? This place is centuries old. Is she a ghost? She probably lost all track of time since she also has been alone for a long time. True. It feels like I've been on my own for centuries, but your hostess's eyes begin to cloud over. She looks as though she was entrenched within her own memories. 7 deadly sins to summoning the Demon King. What could she be remembering? Her eyes clouded over. You have never seen a plague before, though you have heard of them in your history lessons. Your history professor was quite enthusiastic about the subject. So we like probably ran away from our boarding school then, since our parents threw us into one. So we were wealthy enough to have been sent off. We don't know our parents. We haven't spoken to or seen our mother like ever apparently. But we also ran away because of it's an abusive boarding school, I'm assuming. She talked about piles of dead bodies stacked up on the streets and stacked up in the wood and stacked up in the wooden carts, come to take them away with no shortage of applum. Wow. She was a strange woman, your history professor. The plague came on very suddenly. That's how they usually do. There was no warning. One day everyone was fine, and then the next, they were all dead. Instant death? Hold on. Instant death. I just finished digging the last corpse. Well, wow, instant death. But she was safe. That's a little suspicious. Would you rather have the ability to have poisonous sweat? Lightning powers. Genuinely, I have both though. Weird. Hello, Raindrop. I hope you're doing well. Choose a number from 1 to 50. Or 500. Choose a number to 1 to 500. I guess 50. Very suspicious indeed. Right? You let that sink in. Take care, Florian. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. They were all dead. Interesting. Oh! 50 rip. What do you mean rip? Thank you so much for the 50 bits. I appreciate it. That was kind of you. Thank you. It is with no small amount of anxiety that you eye the gravedigger. Then you ask, worriedly, surely they could not have all died. Is that not an exaggeration? Oh, if only. I wish I was exaggerating, but it's the truth. Honest to God. Woohoo, 50 bits! Yeah, 50 bits is 50 bits. I appreciate it nonetheless. The people in the village died, one after the other, just like that. I saw what that plague does to people firsthand. My father was one of the first people who caught it. I think one of the bodies which came through, that we buried, must have had it. Oh, it was brought on by... Oh, dang it. Yeah, that explains it. Oh my god, excuse me. Not that I know for certain. I'm just guessing, still. No, I think she's on the right path. That makes sense. Could the plague be Black Death? We don't know. So it wasn't instant death. No, it wasn't instant death. She meant it more so as like everyone started dropping like flies left and right. My father didn't have an easy time of it. His skin turned all gray and clammy, and he complained of a horrible fever. There were night sweats and stomach cramps. And then there were the boils. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, this is such a serious moment. But because I'm freaking Kingdom Hearts and Goofy, I just boil. Ah, dang it. The boils. Pustules. They were the size of eggs. Ooh. And they were full of pus. Ooh. When they burst. Ooh, it stunk. That's so nasty. So it's... What's Black Death? Because I don't think it's Black Death. What the heck is it? There's another thing for this. No? Wasn't there something else called this? Whatever this is discussing? That does sound like the Black Death Plague Syndrome. Ah, Black Death? Okay. See, was probably taught that... Actually, no, I don't think I was taught that in school. Is that the thing that the rats brought upon people? Wait a minute, maybe I was taught this. The whole house was full of it. The stink of death. The wise woman of the village came to see if she could be of any use. But it was no good. My father was too far gone already. Oh no. She took one look at him lying on his deathbed and she shook her head. She said she didn't want to get any closer. So it is a Black Plague. It probably is a Black Plague. You guys are correct. I can't say I blame her. It was a ghastly sight. I didn't appreciate it at the time, though. I felt like she was turning her back on us. I can understand that. I wished her ill. I remembered that after she left. Ooh, she got petty. Oh, dang. Until a few days passed? I was gonna say pause. After a few days passed, and then she felt sick too. Then I felt bad for cursing her. I couldn't help but worry if it was all my fault. It's silly, I know, but... The gravedigger closes her eyes. She seems to squeeze her lids together until her lashes melt like flecks of fallen snow. Her shoulders, which are very slender, are shaking. She looks as though she might at any moment fall apart. I heard pod too. Yeah, I was gonna say pause. I was gonna say pause, past, and pause at the same time because there was something in my eye as I was rubbing it, so I couldn't tell what the word said. Oh god, my eye. I'm so tired today. Ah. Sorry. It wasn't long after that the rest of the village fell ill. They all had the same symptoms as my father, the clammy skin, and the fever, and the boils. The boils grew, then they burst. Ugh. And then they all died in screaming, stinking agony. My father died too, only 3 days after he fell ill. But I think even that was 3 days too many. I didn't want my father to die, of course. I did everything I could to help him, but it was all pointless. None of my herbal salves had any impact. Ah. She's an herbalist. Herbalist? I say herb, but I think it's pronounced herb. It couldn't make a blind bit of difference. All I did was stand about his bedside, telling him. See, she was near him the whole time, but she didn't get sick? That's so suspicious. Telling him it'd be alright until his eyes sank into his skull like 2 black stones and his mouth dried out. During that last day before he died, he might have been a corpse already. He didn't look at me, he didn't speak to me. He just lay in bed with his eyes closed, groaning. Ooh. That had to be so nightmarish to witness. I never wished any ill on my father before, but during those moments The gravedigger squeezes her hands, which are resting upon her black-clad lap, into fists. She trembles. Then, in a voice throbbing with awful emotion, she says, "I wish he just died." Well, based on her anecdote, it does not sound like she did overlay long to wait. Oh my god. Could she have already died long ago and she's just a ghost now? That's what I'm thinking now, because I know before that's what we thought originally, that maybe she's a ghost. I wonder if she would consider that a silver lining. No, perhaps not. I mean, she knew he was gonna pass away eventually. It's just that because he was moaning and groaning, it was kind of annoying her, I guess. The gravedigger is still shaking. She will not cry, will she? You hope not. What? Awkwardly, you look at the gravedigger. You are not sure how to soothe her, but you know you must make some sort of an effort, even if it is a token one. You shift upon your chair, which feels very cold and hard beneath your thighs. Then you say very softly that you are sorry. It is not much, but it is all you can think of saying. Sorry. You had thought initially that your situation was comparable to that of the gravedigger, but now you can see that this is not the case. Her suffering has far outstripped your own. Not that suffering is a competition, of course. I was about to say, yeah, it's not a competition. Your apology feels inadequate to your ears, largely because it is, but the gravedigger seems not to mind it. Oh wait, what the frick? We're just trying to be polite. She is very big-hearted, that girl, to smile at you so, no matter how foolish she might be. Do you really deserve such kindness? What? Again. Oh, again with the apologies. It's alright, like I said. You didn't cause any of this. I'm not upset at you. I'm just recounting what happened is all. Yeah, but it's a lot to recount. Wait, I feel like we intruded. We're too invasive right now. She's trying to... Oh, God, we have her reliving these nightmares that she's been through. I do wonder, though, why I never fell sick myself. Ah, so she noticed! I thought I was gonna die, too. Or I thought I was gonna die, so I'd already prepared for the Reaper to come and take me away. But maybe he wasn't interested. What? Maybe he'd already satiated his appetite on all the others. That, or maybe he thought he'd have to leave me alone for practicality's sake? She probably just needed someone to listen to her story. Yeah, that too. With my father gone, who else would tend to the dead? I was the only person left by the end of it all. So as I had to bury the people in the village. That's a theory. Yeah, so she's the only one. Oh, excuse me, hiccup burp. So she's the only one that's in this village that's been digging up graves for everybody in the village. Who knows how long that's been. So you know what? That makes sense, and that's probably why time just feels so weird to her right now. They're all resting peacefully now under the earth where the plague can't reach them. On the one hand, whew, I read that weird in my head. On the one hand, I'm happy for them. They were able to escape from all their suffering, yeah. When I think about all the people I've lost, though, the gravedigger tenses. Then she sniffs. When I think about the kindly washerwoman who helped me scrub the mud and the dirt from my clothes. Aha! So this village did have its fair share of washerwomen after all. It would seem your earlier insistence upon this particular point was not without merit. Why do we care still? someone who survived with a natural immunity, right? That's so weird though. You think her father would also have it because she has his blood? And the handsome young farmhands who used to flirt with me. The priest who preached at the church, who told us wonderful tales of paradise. And the children who would skip stones in the lake and play hopscotch in the streets. I can't help but feel so lonely. The gravedigger's eyes begin to shine when she has finished her address with tears. She does not let them fall. She is being very brave, much more than you are. Okay, narrator, much more so than you are. Okay. Anxiously, you extend a hand towards her, meaning to what? Give her a hug? Do you not know? Or you do not know her well enough? Pat her head? That would be infantilizing. God, I can't. Ah! I can't read! I'm gonna drink water. Think my order. That would be infantilizing. Oh my god, mumbling and hydration. What? I can't read! Squeezing her hand? Yeah. Perhaps that could be misconstrued as a romantic overture, and that is the last thing you want. What if I wanted? You endured more than your fair share of teasing over that. What? You stood there for a few moments, paralyzed by indecision, as a gravedigger poorly suppresses her sniffles. In the end, you let your arm drop back down to your side? We're a coward! Your hand rests upon your lap as useful as a damp kidney. You don't know what to do with it. You do know that you ought to say something though, to show that you heard her plight and that you care. You do not know what this something should be, however. Dang. This is a full visual novel game or a beta demo? This is a full visual novel game. It's supposed to be like 2.5 hours long, so I think we're almost done. Drama, right? What the frick? No words could ever console the gravedigger. They would never be enough. What the frick? They can offer some balm, however, to the bereaved. Bereaved? And so, after a pause just long enough to be awkward, you offer your condolences. What else can you say? Oh no, the gravedigger replies, wiping a few stray tears away with the back of her arm. It's alright. I've grown used to it, really. Being on my own, I mean. It ain't so bad, really. And I'm not alone now, at least. I've met you. You'll keep me company, won't you? Well, what can you say to that? Oh, dang. Drama alert when I posted something. If there were, oh god, drama alert postings even when there's no drama. I didn't even know that was still a thing. I thought that guy got canceled years ago and fell off the face of the earth, but no, apparently he's still going strong, and that disgusts me. Gross. Grouse. You aren't callous enough to trample this girl's hopes, are you? You know full well yourself how awful that feels. You still post something. Ugh. See? Disgusting. You can do nothing but nod, a response which makes the girl smile more widely still. That's so. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh my god, I can't read. That's wonderful. I know you're just a traveler who's passing though, but I can offer you bread and board until you leave. I have food enough and a spare bedroom. I can make it up for you right now. You must be tired after your long journey. Just give me a moment. Gravedigger rises to her feet in a flurry of excitement and retreats. You watch as she departs, a little too eager to please and frown. The girl's home is a small, humble one, with a low ceiling and slanted walls. You cannot imagine such a small dwelling possessing a spare bedroom. I mean, she had her father. They probably had like the parents' room and the kids' room. So she probably does have a spare room. She's such a good girl. I know, I love her. I love her a lot. This so-called spare bedroom is, in all likelihood, the room her father slept in before the plague carried him off. That's what I'm saying. Well, for her! Okay, I see how it is. You do not think that you would much like to spend the night in the room of a dead man. But what choice do you have? You are tired. Wretchedly so. Why is it all that you can do? Why is it all you can do to keep your eyes open? While you were running through the forest, desperate to escape your pursuer, so we were being chased, you had no thought in mind beyond finding some safe sanctuary in which you could recuperate. Now that you have found said sanctuary, it would be unreasonable to find faults with it. I don't know about that. You ought to learn to be more thankful for what you have. What if our pursuer tries to look in this area? What if she tries to do something to us? There are many, many people in the world with less. Oh, that sounded terrifying. Oh, dang, the room. You rise and follow the gravedigger. Once she has finished her preparations to her so-called spare bedroom, which is every bit as cramped as you feared it would be. Why are we like this? At least there's a bed, which comes as something of a relief. The rest of these lodgings are so humble, you are half expecting a straw pallet. Jesus! As tired as you might be, you cannot lie to yourself. You have no desire to sleep among the hay like an animal. What do we say? Beggars can't be choosers. Give me goosebumps. I'm in a dark room. I thought my door opened. Oh no, I'm sorry. I didn't expect that to happen. The sheets of the bed are clean too, a fact you discern with this a cursory glance. Wow, we're just checking over everything, huh? Of course she cleaned up. Why wouldn't she clean up? Of course she cleaned up. Hello? So you will not be expected to sleep upon the sweat-soaked linen of a plague-ridden man, after all. That makes Hyros funny. Okay. This really is your lucky day. I don't know about that. I got you this too, the gravedigger says, somewhat shyly, as she hands you a folded gown to sleep in. I thought it might come in handy. Your clothes are, a little shabby. She can say that again. Your skirt is covered in mud, and the hem is torn and ragged. She popped up like a ghost! Yeah, she came back in the room. This gown is one of my old ones, so it suffered a bit of wear and tear, but I hope it'll fit alright. It's clean if nothing else. You accept the nightgown from your benefactress, with words of thanks. You want to sound appropriately appreciative, but you cannot mask your fatigue. Weariness overcomes you and you yawn, a fact the gravedigger does not fail to notice. Blah! Oh, begging your pardon. I don't want to keep you. I'll be making myself scarce. If you need anything, though, don't hesitate to ask. I'd be happy to help. Okay. Sorry, shaking my water up. I'm gonna drink it. Ooh, my throat. My throat already hurts. Holy crap. Oh, the door wasn't as creaky as before. The gravedigger bows her head to you like a drudge, then hurries off, closing the door behind her with a thud. Tired though you are, you soon find that you rather miss your hostess's company. In the face of her good-natured smiles, you could almost forget all the hardships you have hitherto endured. In her absence, however, your lodgings feel almost unbearably cold and inhospitable. You suppress a shudder, then unclothe yourself. Oh, where are you naked? I just noticed this is a very cute mouse cursor. Oh, yeah, that's mine. This is my custom one. I have it in my credit stock in the last page. All of the cursors I used previously on stream in case anyone wants it. It was a free to use cursor, by the way. I have 2 or 3 other Miku ones. I don't know if my current one is linked in commands. I'm gonna check. Do I have cursor? I don't have cursor. Dang. Oh, nope, because that was a different cursor. But yeah, it's linked in my credit stock. I think I have a credits command. There it is! It's so long! It should be the last page on the spreadsheet if you want to get yourself a Miku cursor as well. It's the chibi animated one. Why not use one of your remotes as a cursor? Oh, I don't know how to do that. I remember that old cursor you could add on in 2010 era. What do you mean? I'm used to the visual novels having custom ones, but yeah, this one doesn't. This is the one that I use. You work as quickly as you are able, but your fingers are cold and they fumble with the bottom of your blouse. This one also... Oh, you can't really see it. This one has like everything customized in it, so it's really cute. And it's fully animated, so like Miku's bouncing and she's blinking. And then depending on like other things, it also has like animations for that. It's really cool. It takes you more time than you would like to complete this endeavor, but you soon have your shirt and your skirt dispensed with. You are too tired to fold them neatly, so you do not bother to fold them at all. Instead, you cast them carelessly upon the floor, as defiant as a sulky child, then put on your new nightgown. Your hostess's earlier warnings were apt enough. It is quite worn, but it fits well enough. Yeah, they said that we were the same, like, size build as our hostess. It is more comfortable, at least, in your old uniform. You have endured worse. Newly dressed and ready for bed, you loosen your hair from your braids and settle down among the sheets. Ooh, we had our hair up in braids. It is with a sigh you extinguish the weekly flickering candlelight which burns on your bedside, and with another sigh that you lay your head upon your pillow. Or your head down upon your pillow. I would have left that candle on, to be honest. Though physically exhausted, you have to wonder whether you will be able to sleep at all. I mean, I struggle with sleep every night, so probably not. Oh, there are many different starfish. Anything you could think about, you can get as a cursor. It was an add-on installed on your computer in 2010. Dang! I usually always had a default one until recently, and then I got this one. You can recall your previous dash through the forest in such vivid detail your heart is still pounding. That fear has yet to leave you. Perhaps it will never leave you. Your terror was such... It almost feels as though it has suffused itself into your bones, into your very being. But your exhaustion is greater than your worldly anxieties, and soon it claims you. We eep! Your eyelids fall shut and your breathing inevitably begins to even out. It is not long until you are spiraling through a dark, deep abyss, lost in Morpheus's kingdom? But you're asleep, despite your worried state. You're wearied? Your wearied state. It's not as restorative as you had hoped. Your imagination has always been overactive. Even at the... what? Conservatoire? You were frequently beset by dreams of the most vivid nature. We're dreaming? Uh-oh, is this gonna be like, showing us what happened to our character now? The dreams that you have this night, laying beneath unfamiliar sheets upon an unfamiliar bed, are no less intense than usual. In your dreams, you are back at the conservatoire. Conservatoire? What is that? Oh, excuse me. The place where this adventure of yours begins. You are wearing the crisp white blouse you once discarded, and your gray, unremarkable shirts. Oh, so we're the character in the thumbnail. Oh my god. Oh, and her braids. Oh my god. Oh yeah, the school. Is that school uniform then? Was that the school uniform then? Maybe, mayhaps. Mayhaps, maybe. Maybe. It was so we're in like a boarding school. Is that what that? Your hair is tied in braids and your eyes are downturned, forever focused upon your feet. You're trying not to look at your classmates. Ah, and you thought yourself fortunate if they did not look at you in return.